Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Chat with Sherelle. And today's podcast is going to be a little sexist. Sorry guys, but I'm rooting for my females on this one. So, I just want to talk a little bit about something that I saw on social media, and then I know it's a debatable conversation, and it probably will always be forever. But I just want to throw it out there and share my opinion as a female. And then hopefully I can hear some of the guys' point of views after you guys listen to it. So with this podcast, I actually saw something on social media about a female saying that she don't want to talk to anyone making $10 an hour, and the guy was very upset about it. So for me personally, I agree. I said I was rooting for the females, right? Okay, so guys, there's nothing wrong with the female saying that she wants to date someone that's making over $10 an hour, because that's her standard. Even men should have standards. And so with that being said, everybody's standard is different. And with everybody's standard being different, everybody's lifestyle is different. Everybody know where they're trying to go at least, so they know what type of standard they need to have within themselves. If that makes you upset that a female is saying, oh, he got to make a certain amount of money, then you just move on. It's just that simple. Most guys are going to say, oh, she's a gold digger, but that's not the case. Because in 2018, there are so many women that is making so much money off of doing their own thing. Like, women nowadays have a different mindset than our grandmas or even some of our moms. Like, women nowadays are straight entrepreneurs. They might have a 9 to 5, but outside of work, they probably busting their ass to do what they need to do. So why settle for somebody that's making $10 an hour? Now, granted, everybody don't have to live on that type of lifestyle depending on your location. I am originally from Selma, Alabama, and most people is making minimum wage. If you're making over $10, you're probably working at a plant or something like that. But it might not be common for somebody back home to say, oh, he need to make $12 an hour for me to talk to him. Because that might not happen. But if you're living in Atlanta or any other big city, $10 an hour ain't nothing. People driving Uber and Lyft is making way more than that, bro. And you got a 9 to 5, you should be making more than $10 an hour. But like I said, it's all about that person's lifestyle. Because if the table would turn and just say a male was making $15 an hour, but the female making minimum wage, would you look at the situation the same? Or would you look at it differently? Because yes, a man is supposed to be a provider, but at the same time, you're still going to look at this female that's making minimum wage a gold digger because you're making $15 an hour, which is crazy to me. But it's the same thing, but you just ready to settle just because she's saying she makes $7 an hour. No. Whether my standards are above $10, that's my standards. I can't help you're settling for someone that makes less than you, because in my eyes, personally, we should be making the same, or you should be making more than me. I hear a lot of guys look at a female off of how they dress. You gotta match my fly. Nigga, your pockets gotta match my pockets. Because just because you all spiffy, dressed up, in the bar, whatever, that don't mean you got money. You might be stunting. How do I know? A lot of people nowadays in Atlanta, on the first date, they ask about credit score. I feel like nothing is wrong with that, because that shows you if somebody can manage their money. Anybody can have the money, but can you manage the money? But that's a whole different topic. But let's talk about this money situation as far as pay. So I want you to give me your feedback on how you feel about it. Is a female wrong for saying he gotta make a certain amount or higher? Because, I mean, to me, you never know. That female that said that probably making $17 an hour. Who knows? This is Atlanta. People do make money like that. Probably more than that. But is she wrong for saying she can't talk to you because you making $10 an hour? Yes, $10 an hour is not minimum wage, but you have to think about the cost of living in whatever city you're in. Because $10 an hour in Atlanta, cost of living, you living paycheck to paycheck, if that. So just be real and think about your real lifestyle. Because a lot of people do live beyond their means, but at the same time, be realistic. That's just my point of view. But on the other side, I want to say this. Guys, how would you feel if the female did make more than you? Would you feel less than a man, or would you just be okay with it? Because in some relationships, there are women making more than men in today's society. But at the same time, when you look at a woman making more than a man, society says he's been a freeloader or he ain't nothing, pretty much. But if a female goes after a guy that makes more money, she's been a gold digger. So what's fair? And who determines which one is right, which one is wrong? Or is they both wrong? But for the men that say that this female is wrong, or any female is wrong for saying a guy has to make a certain amount of money, what is your standard? Most people think about their standard being a personality or looks, but don't none of that mean nothing if you struggling every day. I mean, really, in reality, you gotta make it. And don't nobody really just wanna make it. Everybody wanna be beyond just their bills. You want to be able to do stuff. You want to be able to have fun. You want to be able to travel. But if you don't have a standard in somebody that's either financially stable or trying to be financially stable, then you ain't doing nothing but holding yourself back. That goes from two people being in a relationship to you working all by yourself. And then from there, you're going to find yourself trying to work 2 jobs. Why? You're slaving yourself for what? To try to take care of you and somebody else when that other person could be doing better than what they're showing you. Because if they're not showing you anything and they're just living off of you, then yes, they are a freeloader. But I'm going to speak on behalf of women. Every woman is not a gold digger. Most women out here have their own money, taking care of their own kids, and doing their own thing, period. No matter how you try to downplay women, or even vice versa. Women try to downplay men. But it's people out here that's doing what they need to be doing and actually trying. So if my standard is someone on the same level as me, you can't knock me for that, and I can't knock you for that, or I can't knock you for trying to have somebody, I'm not gonna say less than you, but somebody not on your level. That's just what you like. But I know there are people that is tired of taking care of other people, and sometimes they just feel like now it's their turn to be taken care of, especially from a woman's perspective. So many times women tend to do and do and do for men, to where in life they get to a point to where they're saying, okay, I can't take care of anybody else but myself at this point. And that's just what it is. Now, if you're already in a relationship and you met this person and y'all were not making the same thing, or that person was making way less than you, then you should not knock that person for what they're making right now, because people do struggle. People go through things that put them in a certain situations. But if you're trying to meet that certain person and you already have a minimum standard, keep your standard. Don't change it just because somebody else say you should. Everybody got their own opinion, but keep your standard no matter what it is. And with that being said, I do want to hear you guys' feedback, especially the males. But for my females, I want to hear what you have to say too, because I know every female standard is not anything dealing with money. So if this isn't your situation, or if it is your situation, share with me your feedback and then I will give you my feedback. Thanks, guys, for listening.